Hey guys, it's Misha Cole and thank you for coming to my channel today. So today we're gonna go on how to do these like 2000 rock kind of vibes for your clothing brand. So okay, let's get started. Okay, so first you want to open up Photoshop and you want to just use the default size, nothing crazy. So I'll go ahead and add another layer, hide my background layer just so it can be like transparent. So you want to go to Google and you want to go ahead and search up like a skull free design. That's like the easier way to do it. You can make your skull designs, kind of what I do sometimes, but just for the video's sake, let's go ahead and just get something that's free and that you can use for your clothing brand. So alright, so I copy and I paste that on into Photoshop, and then I go to the magic eraser tool. Make sure to hold down the eraser tool if you don't see it. So I go ahead and click on the white background and I scale it down so it can go into the middle of the canvas. And then I get ready to go ahead and add another layer. So for this layer, you kind of want to put your brand name or whatever name that you want to like use in the design. So I'll go ahead and type in your brand and scale it down. I go ahead and double click on the text layer, and then I always put like a white color and a small black stroke just so you can see the words more visible. And then you want to go ahead and put your text kind of to the side. I always want to do that last before I get like my design ready. So you can look at more skulls like I was thinking, but the way that the design is, you kind of don't want to add too many skulls or more skulls. So I went ahead and looked up some star free designs. And then I found this. I kind of like that star design, so I was like, alright. So I copied and pasted, and then we're going to use the magic eraser tool again. And then I go ahead and scale that down, and then I go under to my first layer and I put it down there. And then I put it behind the skull. And then I go with just the regular eraser to kind of get rid of those words that came with it. And then I duplicated it, and then I flipped it horizontally, and then I've kind of placed it at the same area that I had it in. And so I kind of go from there, and then I try to add in like my brand, kind of see how that fits in there. You see, I'm kind of like, I added the enter space or whatever so it can go down, but I kind of didn't like how that looked. So I kind of went back to the regular, and then I went and kind of messed with the strokes and everything. But okay, so I'll go ahead and place that right there, like in the middle. And then I'm like, maybe to add a little bit of something else, I kind of looked for some more stars. And I found this star and I liked it, so I went ahead and copied and pasted that one as well. And then we're going to use the magic eraser again, like that saves my life, like magic eraser everything. So I kind of diagonally do that, and then I'm going to bring that down under all of the other layers, kind of so it can kind of like fit better. And then I go ahead, copy and paste, and then I twist that one so it's kind of like, you know, flipped or whatever. So I want to go ahead and make this a group, so I'll go ahead and click control group, and then I name it the skull's gun. Make sure to layer and name everything. So okay, so I'll go ahead and copy and paste that group, and then this is when I like to add my colors. But before I lose my progress, you know, you want to go ahead and save. So okay, so I'll go ahead and get the two stars, and then I merge those together, and you merge with Control E. So I went ahead, and this is when I want to start with color. So with these type of designs, you want to use the linear dodge with the add at the end. And then I go ahead, kind of pick and choose what colors I want to use. Obviously, I'm indecisive, so. Okay, so I kind of decided that I like that better black. So I went ahead and kind of played around with the stars and kind of see what colors that I wanted that in. So I went ahead and just chose pink for both of them. It should automatically do the other one. So okay, so I went with your brand. I was kind of messing around, seeing what the stroke would look like without it and everything. And I went ahead, played around to see what a gradient stroke would look like, kind of like with the pink. So to make your own gradient, you can click on the gradient that it has, and you can like double click on the color, and it should open up like a whole color wheel for you to choose. But I decided to go ahead and just go back to regular color and to match it with the stars. So then I double clicked on the words again. I was thinking like, should I make it black? Like, I didn't know if I liked it or not. But I was like, nah, let's keep it white. So, okay. So I'm positioning that again. And I want to go ahead and change the font. And I'll leave these two fonts in the description. So go ahead and check that out. So I changed the font and that looks like way better. Like I was loving everything about it. So I was like, yeah, this is the one. But okay. So I'm positioning that. And what am I doing? Okay, so I was thinking, okay, so with the stars, I was like, it's not giving. And I love gradient. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'm finna go gradient. So I have my gradient of like purple and pink. And then I go ahead with my words and I'm like, that's really doing too much. So I want to do the stroke, the gradient. So I changed the color back to white and I did the gradient stroke, as you can see like right here, and I'm messing with the size and everything. So I like that, so I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm liking this. And when you like it, you want to make sure to go ahead and save again. And then I'm gonna leave these mock-ups in the description below where you can like download the tee, the zip up, and the textures and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste the group that I had of my design, and then I hit Control E to like put it under one layer. So I go ahead with my tee designs to go ahead and cut those visible with the texture, and I'm moving around the design. And then I like to do the exclusion blend mode when I do these type of designs, because it just makes it look rustic, and that's kind of how it would look on the t-shirt. But for right here, I wasn't liking how the black was blending in, so I went back to the regular design, and then I decided to change the skull color, just like so if you want the color to pop like on a black shirt, you want to change it. And you can kind of change the colors for like the white, the pinks, or whatever design you want to do. But okay, so I'm over here thinking like, do I want to do a gradient, like, you know, indecisive. So this is me picking for a little while. And then I go to the color and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna settle with like a dark purple to kind of match the star vibes, but not like too loud as like a gradient. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go back and delete the other layer that I had, and I copy and paste this design, and I go ahead and merge that together. And then I go ahead and turn my shirt mock-up design on. So I'm bringing the design as a clip layer for the t-shirt. If you all want me to like go slower, I can do another tutorial because I'm going kind of fast. But okay, so I changed the blend mode to exclusion for the design, so it kind of gives it like a rustic look. And then we're going to duplicate the process for the zip up. So for the zip up, you want to copy and paste, and then you want to merge it again. And then I like to like scale it down a little bit. And then I'm going to bring that layer down for the zip design and make it a clipping mask. And you kind of see like that it's not doing like under the sleeves or whatever, so I get an eraser and I just erase. It's probably a better way to do that, but I go ahead and erase very slowly. Okay, so I want to go ahead and use the exclusion again, because obviously it just makes it like, you know, like it's there. So I go ahead and I look up like a grunge background. This will kind of help like when you're posting your designs, kind of give it like a little more emphasis on like, you know, aesthetic and everything. So I'll go ahead and I copy and paste that into Photoshop and make sure it's the layer above background, or it'll like blend with everything else, so don't do that. But okay, so I'm scaling it out so it's the background, and you see it kind of looks grunge. So now you got you a whole grunge Y2K like rock era shirt going on, and I make like Y2K logos and everything, y'all. So I'm gonna do more videos like this, and I'm gonna do more videos on these type of shirts too. Let me know if y'all like it, and let me know what else y'all would want to see. But thank you for coming. Bye bye.